Lesson number 117 is about finding a whole when a fraction is known. And our first question says, 3/8 of the townspeople voted. If 120 of the townspeople voted, how many people live in the town? So in this problem, since we're told that 3/8 of the townspeople voted, a good way to start off would be with a diagram box. Now our diagram box, we should break it into equal parts. We should break it into 8 parts. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we need an eighth, so we can go ahead and add it onto the bottom. Just because they're not perfectly equal is okay. It's just a diagram box. That's a sketch, so we can solve our problem. So 3/8. 3/8 of the townspeople voted. So everybody in this section will have voted. Everybody who's left over, well, apparently they did not vote. If 120 of the people voted, well, 120 total voted. 120 total voted, so 120 divided into 3 equal parts, that must be 40 in each part. The nice thing about working with a diagram box is we know that all the boxes are equal, so they're all going to be 40. And we can figure out our answer, how many people live in the town, by multiplying 40 times 8, because there's 8 spots in our diagram box. Well, 40 times 8, we know 8 times 0 is 0, and 8 times 4 is 32. So how many people live in the town? Well, there must be 320. I'm going to rewrite that. 320 people who live in the town. Make sure you've got your label on your answer. It's a word problem, so we've got to include that. But using a diagram box for these problems when you're finding a whole when a fraction is known can be very helpful. Let's look at our next example. 6 is 2/3 of what number? So 6 is 2/3 of what number? We've got a fraction here, and we're looking at equal parts, so let's make another diagram box. We've got 3 as our whole. So we're going to have 3 about equal spots in our diagram box. 6 is 2/3 of what number? So 2/3 is right here. And 6 is 2/3 of what number? So 6 is our total. If we break our 6 into 2 equal parts, we must have 3, because 3 times 2 is 6. We've got 3 equal parts, so there must be a 3 in the third part as well. So 6 is 2/3 of what number? Well, 3 times 3 is equal to 9, so we've got our final answer. This one's got no label, because it wasn't a word problem. We were just trying to figure out what the answer was given this information. Using a diagram box again is very helpful. We'll practice this some more with our lesson practice on page 633. Make sure you've got your notes complete, and I'll see you during our next class.